Greetings, YouTube. So even though I'm in the midst of a snowstorm, I decided I wanted an order of onion rings, so I went to the store. And while in transit, there was an author discussing a new book that he's just written that deals with his personal journey through depression, and the fact that he made a decision to have electroshock therapy done to himself in an effort to cure his depression. And he seems to have had some success. Though I have to tell you, the idea of killing brain cells in an effort to cure my depression isn't something I would sign up for. I was able to handle taking on my depression through cognitive behavior therapy, and I did not need drugs nor medical procedures. But that's just me, and I'm not anybody else. But one of the people that called in that had a question for him said that she felt that depressed people, the author and those in the world that are depressed, she is not among them, maybe they're depressed for a reason. Maybe they're depressed because they are able to pick up some, disturbance in our social structure that makes them more sensitive to understanding the world around them. And so they react more quickly, more aggressively, and that's why they're depressed. Well, there are things in the world to be angry about. There are things in the world that are depressing. But there is never a reason to be depressed. You must never give in to despair. Depression isn't some spidey sense. You don't get a tingle when there's a social injustice in the world and it makes you suddenly realize, I'm sad now. No, that's not how depression works. Depression is a state of mind where you can't think of anything else. You aren't weighing things inside your head and going, well, yeah, there's good things in the world and there are bad things in the world. There's a few more bad things in the world, so I'm going to be depressed today. No, that's not how it functions. When depression gets a hold of you, all the other options in the universe disappear. There are no positive things around you. There are no positive things in the universe. There have never been any positive things. There will never be any positive things. All is negative. Always has been, always will be. You are caught in the ultimate Zen moment where you just exist. So no, depression does not offer you a new insight. Surviving depression might. And if you're lucky, you can look back upon depression at a later date and see it maybe, yes, it did teach me something. But in those moments, it's not teaching you anything. In those moments, you're just trapped. And I found that conversation that was built around that call to be very depressing. Because the author said, yes, there are bad things in the world. There are reasons to be depressed. No, there aren't any reasons to be depressed. If you get depressed about something, you're giving into it. If something is depressing, and it is our job to fight against it. It is our job to do what we can to eliminate it, to alleviate the suffering in the world so that there are no events that are depressing. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's about helping people grieve, help people moving through and past something into the future, helping them not live in the past and not be caught in that trap of living in yesterday. But being depressed doesn't give you an insight that not being depressed doesn't. It just traps you. And it's a trap that you don't want to be in. And if some people need to use this electroshock therapy to get out of it, even though I don't agree with that particular choice, I can understand it. There are moments when I would have done pretty much anything to no longer be depressed. Up to and including considering suicide. So yeah, electroshock therapy beats being dead. So on that scale, it's a better choice. But I think there are other options out there. Medication, good, solid cognitive behavior therapy with someone that understands you. And sometimes you're not going to meet that therapist the first time out of the chute. I have gone through 4 therapists in my career, and it took me the 4th one to find the one that really clicked with me. The one that truly and really worked for me. So, first time out of the gate, you may not finish cross that finishing line. And that's okay. Because tomorrow, the gate opens up again, and you start the race. And you keep doing it until you cross that finish line. And you get as many tries as you want, as long as you're alive. And if you fail the first time, doesn't matter. That's yesterday. Today, move forward. Keep going. Don't stop. There's an old saying that says, if you're marching through hell, don't stop. It's something I used to really firmly believe in because I felt I was. The reality, of course, is you aren't marching through hell. With the right kind of therapy and the right kind of support, you'll realize that things are going to be okay.